I'm sure you heard it many times. LEDs last 40,000 hours and more. With 2 hours a day, they last over 50 years. But then you heard from friends, I purchased an LED light bulb and it failed after 2 weeks. I replaced 22 downlights with LEDs and the first one failed after 3 months. So, is it true? Why do they give only a few years warranty? The answer, yes, it is true. But to be honest, it's a misleading advertising. Every LED light source, even an LED bulb, is made out of 2 components. Number 1, the LEDs. They make the light, and yes, they last over 40,000 hours. A typical example is my stereo system from the early 70s. 27 LEDs, and all are still working. Number 2, some electronics, the so-called drivers. Why do you buy an Apple mobile phone or a Sony TV and not some unbranded ones? It's because you know, cheap products fail sooner, while high-quality ones last longer. Let's have a look at 2 LED drivers. The top one is a cheap driver electronic. It has no certification and is not permitted on the New Zealand market. The second one is the electronic used with our products. It complies with all New Zealand safety standards. And when we open up the cheaper driver, we see some toy electronic hanging in the air. When you compare it with our driver, well, you don't need to be an expert to see the difference. Compare, for example, the 230 volt supply cable used and the way it is connected to the electronic. Stay safe wherever they can. Now, where is this driver electronic? Let's look at 3 examples of LED lights. The blue arrows show the LEDs, the red arrow shows the electronic. With the left one, our LED downlight contains only the LEDs. The electronic is separate. With the center one, the downlight contains the LEDs and behind it, built in, is the electronic. And with the LED light bulbs, it's the same. Now, what does this mean? If the electronic with our product fails, it can be replaced. The downlight itself is not affected. If the electronic in this downlight fails, the whole light needs to be replaced. But do you get the same design in 5 years? You may have no longer 4 downlights in your living room, but 3 plus 1. If we summarize our findings, yes, LED lights last longer than standard light bulbs. How long depends mainly on the quality of the electronics. The LEDs will most likely outlast the electronic. And if it fails, our downlight electronic is replaceable. Your uniform light design in your room is not affected. At the end, you get what you pay for.